Walmart isn't playing around anymore. They're trying to bring more Amazon sellers to their platform with huge incentives. So you can see right here in the last 30 days for one of our clients, they made $11,000 on Walmart, which isn't that bad. But what we can see right here is what Walmart's been doing is been giving incentives, right? So if we look at this item right here, it is an incentive. So you can go to pricing incentives in Walmart, and Walmart's giving incentives on certain products and funding it, meaning there's no referral fee. As you know, on Amazon, the referral fee is usually 15%. On Walmart, if the item is popular, Walmart automatically takes the hit and charges no referral fee. So I'm actually going to go into transactions for this one. And we're looking at the fee. So they charged us only $3.45 to ship this item, which is lower than Amazon's shipping fees, right? And then they also are going to, if we click on this, we can see how much commission they're going to be charging us per sale, right? For $42.99, Amazon's taking a solid cut of usually at least $5, not including shipping. But Walmart's going to be taking $0 for this. So if Walmart decides it's a popular product, you can see here's the breakdown, sold it for $42.99. They charged the customer $2.58 in tax. That tax was then deducted, so we didn't even have to pay tax at all. And then you can see the referral fee on the product is $0. Zero. So if I ship this myself, again, if I would just be the shipping cost. That's the only cost for selling extremely popular items on Walmart. And when I say extremely popular, I'm going to be going into it because they actually have an assortment tab. If you go into Walmart, right, and you go to the side, they have an assortment growth tab. So they give you, right now, they're giving this client around 3,000 items. They said, hey, if you sell any of these items, we're not going to charge you commission pretty much, right? Or they're going to give you a reduction on commission. The one that I just showed you, Walmart just decided one day, hey, we're not going to be charging commission on your items anymore, at least this specific item because it's popular. So if you run ads on your product and it's a popular product, you can kind of look into it. And again, they're going to give you 3,000 recommendations. And one of them is just like a random product, right? So there's some random products that Walmart gives, but if you pretty much sell these products, let's say it's Dyson or it's usually name brand products. If you are a reseller, this is your time to shine, right? And then Walmart does have a little bit of an incentive breakdown on this. So you can see 30% off referral fees. So if it's a new customer favorite in-demand item listed after April 1st, it's automatically 30% off referral fees, which is really nice, right? And then if we're kind of looking new customer favorite, you can get 50% off for certain items, 100% off. And the one that I showed you at the beginning was 100% off. And what happens is we were selling this product, we ran a little bit of ads, it got a lot of clicks, and then Walmart just decided that it's a customer favorite and then gave them 0% incentive. So Walmart has this automatic algorithm, and it's not like the sales were insane either. But yeah, so it's definitely possible if you're just a regular seller, and that's super nice. Now, the next thing is Walmart fulfillment storage fees. So as you know, on Amazon, the storage fees are extremely expensive. And on Walmart, they're waiving peak season storage fees. So what happens on Amazon is during October, November, December, and I believe even to January 15th, I'm going to double check into that. But Walmart doesn't charge you extra storage fees. Amazon, it's pretty much 2x, like it's 100% more for your storage. So if you're storing tennis balls at Amazon and it's only $30 a month, now it's going to be $60 or $90 a month just to store your items during the holiday season. And they get you on that because during the holiday season, you know you need to keep more items in stock, right? And I'm going to be doing the breakdown right here. So if you go to Amazon, this is the actual breakdown on Amazon where you can see the actual storage fees. So this is the actual storage fees, right? So let's say it's certain by cubic foot. And then here it is for the peak season. So Amazon is charging extra fees during the peak season. And you can see $2.40 compared to 78 cents. So they're charging a lot, but I'm going to give you a little bit of a more of a breakdown. And here it is, right? So Amazon is charging for regular items that aren't oversized, right? These are for standard items, a 200% increase in storage fees. So again, that's 2x, right? 100% increase, 100% increase, 80% increase, 200% increase for new and small sellers. So Walmart's in it to gain more customers. They're putting their money in ahead of time. Amazon doesn't care about the sellers. They are there to make money. That's it. So there's not as many there's almost no incentives, especially for the holiday season for Amazon. It just kind of shows you, they are the top dog. I don't blame them, but Walmart's coming in hot. And you can see another thing, which is number 3, is going to be capacity limits. So when you send inventory into Amazon, even though they're charging you crazy fees now to store the inventory, they're giving you limits. So they might say, hey, you can only send in 100 tennis balls. And you're like, but it's the holiday season and I get 1,000 sales. And they're like, we don't care. So completely without warning, Amazon had just slashed our FBA capacity limits. Super terrible, right? So they can't send in inventory. Very fun. Now we're going to go and see, and you can see there's tons of people that are complaining about capacity limits over here. Capacity limit exceeded, capacity limit increase request, over capacity limit. Everybody's getting like, what's going on? Why do we have a capacity limit? And you can see this seller, they can only send in 15 cubic feet. This one, it's all red. They're over their, look, oh my gosh. Okay, overage storage. I don't know if you can see this, but it says Amazon's going to charge them an extra $3,000 a month because they have too much inventory. And then when you try to send in inventory to Amazon, sorry, at this time, we do not have space available. Now, the good thing about Walmart is there is no inventory limits. As of right now, there's no inventory limits on Walmart. So you're pretty much good to go on Walmart. No inventory limits, no capacity limits on Walmart WFS. So you're not getting charged extra fees. The fees are less. Walmart's taking the hit on some of your products. And then the last and final thing is going to be, you can actually get a pro seller badge on Walmart, right? And if you're a good seller and you've been selling for a while, on Amazon, you get pretty much nothing, right? But on Walmart, you get a special pro seller badge next to your listings. You also get 25% off ship with Walmart. You get active Walmart capital. So Walmart will give you capital, and it's usually like 3% interest on loans, 3%. So you get accelerator credit. This is pretty much for reviews. It's like Amazon buying. You get a special badge. I just mentioned that. You also get free advertising credit. So if you spend $100 on ads, you get $100 back. Or it's like, you can't beat that, And then the pro listing discounts. So if you are a pro seller, you get listing discounts, again, saving on referral fees. And then you can get faster payout. So that's going to be another thing, is getting your own pro seller badge. So Walmart really is respecting the sellers here. And that's what's making the difference. They're coming right for Amazon sellers. They're like, look, come here. We're going to be giving you this incentive, this incentive. We're not charging you these extra fees. We're giving you special badges. We actually care about you as a seller. At least that's what it seems. But, take it how you want it. It's pretty solid. I recommend selling on both platforms. If you're not selling on Walmart yet, I would recommend expanding. This is the time. It's always the best time, is always in the beginning. But that's it for today's video. If you have more Walmart videos, tell me what to cover next in the comments. If you learned something new, drop a like. And if you're a Walmart seller, I highly recommend subscribing to our channel, because we're giving away great content that's going to help you in your Walmart journey. And of course, if you need help with increasing sales, anything mentioned in this video, or just help selling on Walmart, contact EHP Consulting Group. Links right in the description to contact us or schedule a call. And one of our most popular services is our Walmart account management. We'll manage your inventory. Call Walmart. customer service, advertising, increasing sales, and much more. So that way you can expand on Walmart while we're just helping you generate more sales and managing your account. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO of EHP Consulting Group, signing out.